Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 10 of Talkoffamepod podcast. I'm Kylie. I'm so excited to have on contestant on season 4 of American Idol, Vanessa Dominguez. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. The first question is, what was it like for you to be on season 4 of American Idol?
It was the craziest thing, when I had first auditioned, I wasn't expecting to get anything. I really just did it just to have the experience. So to have gotten to the point that I was able to get to was such an incredible experience.
That's awesome. Was it like a crazy experience? Like, what was that kind of experience like for you to be part of American Idol? Like, what was it like?
It was, I mean, I've watched the show for so long, and I know I've been wanting to go on it for years now. So when I actually got the chance to audition, as I said, I really just thought it was going to be a quick no, and then I thought I was just going to continue on with my life. So when they told me that they liked me and then I was going to be, moving on to judge rounds, I was like, "Are you serious?" Like it was like a dream come true, to be honest, since I've wanted something like that for so long.
Yeah, that's amazing to work out your dreams. Like, did you always know you wanted to be like kind of like a singer? Because I always watched American Idol as like you always watched it with my family. But what was it kind of like for you? Like, what was like your reaction being like on it? Like when you said like judges like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah. I mean, from a young age, I've always loved singing. I mean, for me, it started out with like Barney and,
me
stuff like
too.
that shows. And that was like my first experience ever singing along to stuff. And that's when I kind of knew that I
Me
wanted to
too.
do like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was that type of girl that wore like a rock star Halloween costume. So like I've always wanted to sing. And they had an experience in Florida at Hollywood Studios, and it used to be like the American Idol experience. And a couple of months ago, I remembered how every time my family and I would go to Hollywood Studios, I would always say like, "Mom, can I do it?" But I was too young, and then they took it out. So I just thought it was the craziest thing because I was like, wow, I had been eyeing that place for so long, and then I got to do the real one. So it was like the craziest thing.
I know, right? It's awesome for your dreams. Like your dreams come to reality. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You sang so amazing on American Idol. How did you get into singing basically?
Thank you. Well, I think it started out with watching a lot of shows about singing, and I think there was one show called like the Fresh Beat Band that it's from a while back, but that was like one of my favorite shows, and it had a lot of singing. Like the whole point was they were a band, and they had so many fun songs. And I think watching that and how it was like, oh, they're like rock stars, like super famous, and then Demi Lovato and all her shows, that's so random, and a ton of different shows. I think it just opened my eyes to what it would be like if I ever entered the singing industry. So I think that was really the first couple of things that made me realize like, wow, I want to try that.
Oh, that's awesome. Like I always Demi Lovato has like one of the best like singing shows
I
in
agree.
the
Yes.
scene is this year. Like Camp Rock, like
Yes. Oh my God. I love Demi so much. Yes.
oh me too. Like I love Camp Rock. Like she's probably one of the artists like you can imagine has like one of the best kind of singing careers like in our kind of like generation. I mean, she started off like with shows like Camp Rock and the Jonas Brothers and all of that. So like it's crazy because there's not a lot of people in the industry that are like start off with shows and just go jumping in, you know?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I said it, but I completely misgendered them. I forgot they go by they them. So that was totally on me. I think I may have used the wrong pronouns. But Demi goes by they them now. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if I said the other pronoun, I apologize because it slipped my mind. But yeah, so they are insane. I love Demi very much.
Me too. What is some advice for people who like to be like you one day?
um I mean, never stop going for your dreams. I think that's something that everyone says, but it's so true.
Yeah.
Always take that risk. The worst that can happen is you get a no. and then you move on and do greater things, like everyone, when one door closes, another opens. And I think that's something that people should really take into consideration. Sometimes timing is just not right, but you shouldn't be hard on yourself about it. Things are gonna come up for you, and they may be amazing, but for other people that may not happen. So I think you should always just keep pushing for whatever you want in life, and you can make it happen. It's up to you to make that stuff happen.
100%. Yeah, like everyone, like I keep pushing, like every time, like you, like for you as well, you keep pursuing your dreams. Like some people, like sometimes I keep pursuing to get people on my podcast. Like some people I actually dying to get on, and like sometimes I get a no, which is pretty hurtful, but then I keep like doing it, like I keep trying, and then like it's like pretty like hard at points, not gonna lie. Like for basically anyone, like it's kind of hard because like you don't get used to saying like kind of like a no, basically. Not like it is really difficult, and it's like probably for you as well, it's really difficult to get like a no, or they're not available, or blah blah blah, you know what I mean? So like it's like very difficult, like if you like look up to someone for such a long time and like you get like a no, I'll be like, oh damn, like, did you expect to be as big as you are now?
I don't even think I'm big, to be honest. I still feel like not many people even know who I am. And honestly, that's perfectly okay. I see it as like, as I mentioned before, like timing's such a huge thing in some people's careers. So I feel like I'm just getting started. Like not many people know who I am at all. So I mean, I appreciate that. I'm flattered. But I mean, for like TikTok, like I've gained a little bit of a following there. So in that sense, no, I never thought I would like get followers, period. Like I thought I would just stay at a couple hundred and that'd probably be it. So it's exciting to see numbers grow sometimes, and more people see who I am and interact with me. That's pretty exciting. But I never thought it would actually like start happening, at least so soon.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Do you have anyone that you look up to in your career?
I love so many artists. As I said, Demi Lovato, their music is insane. I love them so much. Celine Dion, she's amazing. I've loved her since I was like 5. I also love theater a lot. So many like Broadway veterans. I'm obsessed with them.
Me too.
So many. I love Lady Gaga.
Adele, love her.
Sam Smith. There's so much. There's so many people that I adore.
Me too. Like there's like so many people that I like that everyone's like my whole family's like, you like too many people. At that point, I get it. Like
yeah,
I like too many people, but it's like kind of that like extent. Like what do you hope to accomplish for your singing career?
I really hope that one day I'm able to make music that people can relate to and that people want to keep listening to and like want more. That's my goal, that people will feel something from whatever music I'm able to create now or in the future. I just want to like reach people, like for me, music is such a big thing. And I feel like there's songs for every emotion you feel. And I would love to be that person for someone. Like I would love for people to be like, wow, her song made me feel this way. Her song got me out of a rough patch in my life. Like that would be my goal. People can look to my music for like help almost.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because there's so many singers like mostly in like our generation that people always say like she really saved my life with her music. Her music kind of mean to them. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the podcast is basically I'm trying to help people basically have entertainment, mostly because of these rough times with COVID. Is like no one has really have anything to do since like everything's kind of crazy, but everything's opening up, so like it's kind of been crazy mostly. And I'm just trying to help people like do something and maybe inspire people to do a podcast. I just try to get people to be like you, try to become a singer. And like mostly nowadays, like singing music is mostly like a big people, like it's a bit like a big thing in people's lives. Like for you and for me, like I always sing every single day. Like there's no day I sing. So like there's like it's like a huge part really now due to COVID. Like there's a lot of music that always say like, oh, this music always helped me, which is pretty cool that music has gone very popular really nowadays.
Yeah.
The final question is, you did covers on your YouTube channel. What is your favorite one that you did?
Okay, I think by a long shot it has to be Control. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's like Zoe Weiss. I think she's a German singer. I'm not too sure, but I know she's not. I don't know, but she is an incredible artist. She's incredible. And I performed that song on Idol. It wasn't aired, but I performed that song on Idol. And every time I hear that song, it just reminds me of like Idol and performing it and how I felt performing it. And it just brings a lot of good memories back. So I think that song right now is like my fave on my mini channel.
Oh, I love that. Like you did that. Like it's like there's always like at least one song that always like resonates or like reminds you of something. Like a bunch of songs that reminds me of kind of like family always. Like there's always that one song. And like I saw your performances. I remember seeing them like a while ago, your performance of American Idol. I was like, wow, I really like this person. Like she's amazing. Like she like you always have like such an amazing voice, and I always like connected with your voice and like everything you sang on there. So I was like, wow, I really want to interview this girl. Like she's amazing. Like in like your YouTube videos, they're like amazing. Like, there's always so many artists and like nowadays that like everyone's trying to discover, mostly because of COVID, no one have really anything going on. So like, probably one of those things that you can try to like learn something from the person or just trying to do something with if you're bored or trying to do something. Like it's always good to, mostly during these times that like you try to learn something new and learn kind of like more about someone and become a fan of someone, their work. Thank you so much for coming on. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your day to be on my podcast. I am really incredibly thankful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. You too.